Hey guys, happy Monday. Let me fix this just a little. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I thank you guys for all being here. So we're gonna do a Monday weekly read for y'all. I was channeling some crazy stuff. So, every 3 days or so, I'll go through, just for me personally, and I'll do what's called, or what I call, a fast channeling, where I just sit alone and I have a notebook and I just write stuff that comes up. Sometimes I use cards, sometimes I don't. It actually helps me with my own intuition and doing this, channeling with the cards and everything. It just makes me more sharp and in tune, so when messages come through, I pick up on them right away, and then I can better clarify that, because a lot of times I get random words, and it doesn't really make sense until the day later or later on in that reading. So, but that's just a practice that I do. So, you can put on regular music, meditation music, or just have no sound, maybe with a window open. Today it's rainy, so it would have been a good day to do that. I think it stopped, but anyways, but I was getting these channeled messages through, and I know they're not for me. Usually when I do the quick channeling like that, it's never for me. Some of it will be, but typically, no. It's more for the collective, or it's for family members, and then I keep hearing their names, so I have to send them over messages about what I get for them. So anyways, but these messages that I was getting, I don't think they resonate maybe with a weekly. They could. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, but I don't know. I got two, and they're really strong, and when I was doing my fast channeling the other day, I got one, and I felt like it was strictly for somebody on this channel. Now, it's a little bit of a darker message, but I feel like I have to say it, because if I don't, it's going to bother me, for one. And then for two, that might really clarify somebody's intuition about a certain situation. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that one. And then when I was doing my fast channeling the other day, I got one message pop up, but it popped up again in today's meditation. So I was like, okay, that must be for someone on here. I don't know if that was a piece of hair or what, but so the first thing is I'm going to talk about the one that came up twice, and then I'm going to do my other channeling, and then we'll get into the cards for the weekly reading. I did say I was going to start doing that for Mondays, because I appreciate everyone who comes here, and I want to be more consistent with you, and it would be better for myself to be more routined and scheduled, so, it is what it is. So, first thing I was getting was, okay, someone is planning on taking or stealing someone's work idea. Now, I got this message twice, so please be careful. I really hope this doesn't resonate with me or my husband. But, so there's something that, that one of you guys could be working on. Like I said, this doesn't have to resonate with everyone, and I am going to get into the cards here in a minute. I just want to get these messages through, because I do feel like they are for someone. So, any kind of business or work idea or project, something that you are putting your energy into, it does have the potential to make some kind of money, and to grow and expand in the future. Okay, so either you got this brilliant idea to start up something creative. This could have anything to do with just ways of making money, a business idea. It could be musically inspired, especially if you were a writer and create any kind of content musically, or with songs or something. I did hear the word paperwork, so it could be something written down on paper. Make sure you're keeping your stuff in folders, files, hidden away from the public. Don't be telling people about your idea right now unless you're planning on bringing them into whatever you're doing. So, because I did pick up, and this, like I said, came out twice, was that there's someone around you. Now, this could be, I just heard benefit. Yeah, this could be for their best benefit to steal your idea, or to steal your project, or your content. They're stealing something from you and taking credit for it as their own. So please be mindful, because for a lot of you guys, this is someone that you work with, or they're a friend of yours, a family member of yours. This is someone I was feeling was kind of close to, but since I am talking to, you know, a broad set of people, it doesn't have to be that way. That's just initially what I was picking up on. I did feel like this, there was definitely like masculine energy in there. Yeah, but I'm already drifting away from that, so hold on one second. Let me take a drink of this. So please be careful who you are sharing your ideas with currently at this time, because someone can get extremely jealous at like, oh, I didn't think about that, so they bring it up to like they hear your idea and they bring it up to other people and then they get credited for it, like BS, right? Or this is going to be someone's really butthurt that you didn't include them in this plan. Okay, that's mainly what I was feeling, was that someone is extremely negative and just kind of jealous of the idea in general, and they're pretty upset with you because they were not included in this group like activity or this work situation, this idea. Like they feel like they have really good things to invest when it comes to this particular thing, you know, and like someone's gonna try to sabotage it. I got that really heavy. Like someone was gonna try to steal your idea, and then if they weren't a part of whatever you were doing, they were going to try to sabotage it. Now they're going to try to sabotage it by taking your idea, or, you know, jump, because maybe you're trying to save up for something and that person already has the money to do it, or it's just word of mouth. They tell more people about it than you do at first, and boom, it's gone. Like, so please be careful about who you are trusting right now and who you are allowing in that space when it comes to creative work ideas and ways to make money. If this is something that you see in your future, do not let a lot of people into this idea, because they will take it out of spite. Anyways, I actually just, because before I get to the other message, because the other message is really dark, but I'm being guided to do it now. So, okay. So I was getting now... it almost felt like this was a couple. All right, I want to back it up and take it from what. Okay, because where do I want to start? I'm just gonna back it up and take it from the front. It sounds terrible, but with the message. Okay, so there's this couple. I feel like they were on extremely rocky grounds. Okay, and this could have been a couple months down, like past, you know. Or this hasn't happened to you yet, so just keep an open mind. But if this message is not yours, please do not try to make it fit, because it's a pretty heavy one. And I just don't want anyone getting like unnecessarily suspicious of their partner or anything like that. So please take this one with a grain of salt, unless you truly already have this inkling or you already have lived through it. Okay, so anyways, so there was this couple, was what I was picking up, and a few months back, they were going through this rocky ground with one another, probably on the verge of splitting up. I was feeling a pregnancy, okay? I was feeling a pregnancy, but then I was also feeling a miscarriage, okay? I was feeling a miscarriage, but what I was getting attached to that was pretty effed up. So I got this feminine energy saying that they, you know, like talking about how they were pregnant, okay? But there was a miscarriage involved, but there was a lot of deception around that. And guys, please, I don't like channeling messages like this, but I feel like it is for someone, so, you know, whatever. But, that someone said that they were pregnant or thought that they were pregnant, told their partner about it, and it kept them together, okay? Like, for the baby's sake. All right, it kept these people together, and, but now what I was getting was there was a lot of deception around this. Now, either this person was not pregnant, or they took something to terminate the pregnancy, okay? But they didn't expose that truth. They kept it going like it was a miscarriage, and didn't tell their partner about it. So what I was really heavily picking up was that this couple stayed together because of this, but then there was a loss, right? There was a loss. But they continue to make future plans together. So there's something about purchasing or moving into a house. I did keep seeing like a house that these people were going into. But the truth is going to come out like in the process of signing the documents. Okay. So this person might be like, hey, or they might hear it through the grapevine. They're like, hey, I was never pregnant. Or I took something, or I terminated the pregnancy, is what's happening. Now this partner's finding out, and they're like absolutely devastated because, like I was talking about, this relationship did feel like it was on the rocks and that it wasn't going to continue forward, but someone brought a pregnancy into the situation. Two people decided to stay. They made future plans. I kept seeing that there was some kind of purchasing of a house, moving in together, that kind of energy, like the, like higher elevating relationship status. And I'm just feeling like this truth is going to come out, or it already came out, and this person is freaking devastated. Now, there's an opportunity here to work through that situation, but I feel like there's so much mistrust, and it was a complete betrayal that someone could no longer love this person the same, but they feel like they're stuck because now they have a contract with this person, not knowing the situation fully, but now that the truth is out, they feel a certain way, obviously, I would. So that was really interesting that came out. So, take that with a grain of salt. If your intuition is telling you that that's what happened, or that is what's happening, then, that might be a message for you. I don't know how that's showing up. So I just had to get that through because it was really important. Now, I did see like a more masculine, or like that partner trying to work on things, work on the connection and the relationship with the person. But it's never going to be the same. There's so much mistrust and healing that has to get put into that. Like, even if they stayed together, I just feel like this masculine or this other person who got betrayed is going to never feel or look at that person the same way. Like, it is such a downfall, hurt energy, and it's like, how could I ever trust again? Like, they might just stay together because they got this house or they got this new situation lined up where they feel like they have to. But once this person really acknowledges the fact that they can't trust or they can't continue, like it's too hard for them to continue forward in a healthy way, they're going to end up backing out later on down the road. So there is probably going to be a separation there. But like I said, this person though that did get hurt does still want to work on things, which is really, like, that's, like sweet, I guess. But, I just feel like it's not going to work out down the road because these issues are going to come up. Like, it's a beautiful thing to try to continue to work on something with someone, but I feel like there's too much pain, lies, and deception that, like, there ain't no way. 1 second, guys. Yeah, if that is happening to you, like, if that does resonate, I am so truly sorry. That must be extremely painful. But like I said, don't try to force a message to fit. So we're gonna move into the cards now for the weekly message and just see what comes through for you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty it's pretty weird outside. I don't know. There's a lot of like sketchy energies going on. I feel like I don't know. Like, everyone's been working on their elevation and their healing and their shadow and everything like that, but you can clearly, like, if you've been doing that, I don't know about you guys, but I could clearly tell and feel who's not been working through that. Like, it's so obvious, and I don't know. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Highly intuitive. That's beautiful. You guys could be having some gnarly dreams. This week. What is this? So let me, before I even go any further, hold on. What's this Magician and Sun? What is this? Yeah. Okay, wow. So for a lot of you guys, there's going to be some kind of a romantic situation that pops up, like a big one, okay? this person, I don't know, I feel like it's really beautiful. Like, you are highly intuitive, but you're coming off this week as like a dreamer, like very very sensitive and very like receptive. So communication, like I feel like people are going to be drawn to you because you're coming off as like very sweet and vulnerable with like an open heart chakra. Like there's something here where not only are you extremely intuitive, but your heart is very open. Okay, so just, you know, be careful with that because you could attract the wrong people. But there's someone who's being pulled into you who's got the potential to be like a really amazing person. Like even in a relationship, this could be a friendship, but I really like their energy. They feel very high vibrational, so you could be attracting that in. I just heard metamorphosis, which is it. I don't, hold on. Metamorphosis. Let's get a little bit more on that. This could be develop, or it is a psychic connection. Or some of you guys could literally be meeting a twin flame this week. I know that's pretty intense. Because there's such a pull between these two people. It's like there's the more empathic one, the more clairvoyant psychic one, which I feel is a little bit more feminine, but you could just be in that energy. Like, as you could tell, like, I'm a little bit more masculine. I was feeling a little bit more masculine today. I got cologne on and everything. Actually, I feel pretty balanced, to say that. But, it's like you could be feeling extremely psychic, but also like a dreamer. Like you're coming off as heavily romantic, where you just have a very sweet demeanor about you, and it's very attractive to people. So I don't know what your rising sign is, but that could have something to do with it. And there's a lot of Pisces energy coming out here as well. A lot of Pisces energy coming out. So being more vulnerable and just more in tune with people's feelings, and I don't know, but I feel like it's more this person coming through, and they're coming through as a magician. Now I've had this like so many times in other readings before, so this has been pulling in for a while with the High Priestess and the Magician. Like that's a weird couple to me. Like that's a powerful couple to me. The High Priestess and the Magician. It's like very magical feeling. Where this person could be a really good manifester. They could be a little bit of a manipulator, but since you are so like psychic and clairvoyant with this person, like I said, I feel like this is some kind of a more psychic, can't really explain it connection. And they're coming in as the sun. And I don't feel like this person's necessarily going to lie or manipulate you. Even if they tried to, you would know because you'd have an inkling to it. But you're going to hear from this person this week. You're going to hear from this person this week. Let's get more into... I want to see more into the energies here. But your heart chakra is open. And it's like this person is... filling it with a lot of positivity. Like, yeah, hold on, we got the dragon. And there's something magical about dragons too, right? Hold on, something deeper is going on here, and we just gotta piece it together and figure it out. Because they're a great manifester. This person could have even been manifesting you, but what's pulling my eye right here is, the High Priestess, she's got the scroll in her hand, like this hidden knowledge, this hidden information. But so does the Magician in this card. Like, it's some kind of a contract, a soul contract, that no one knows, okay? Like the Moon cards here. It's very hidden and it's very secretive. Like, only you and this person would fully acknowledge and understand this connection. Like, other people would not get it. Like, they wouldn't know even what this was. Hold on one second. Apologize. I had a phone call and I lost track what I was saying. Alright, let's get some cards for this magician. Yeah, but like these scrolls though. It would be like only you and like no one else would understand this connection. It's mysterious, it's magical. Firefly. And this person brings a lot of light. I heard a lot of light and a lot of laughter. Like, you're gonna have some really amazing times with this person. There's a lot of potential behind it. So you could know them. This could be someone new. But they're coming towards you very, very straightforward. Which you might really appreciate that honesty. You might really appreciate that honesty. Like, it's good if people come through and they're really, like, just clear about their intentions and feels and everything like that. Like, this person isn't really, See, I feel like this person is a trickster. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this person knows how to get into people's heads. Like, maybe this is, a weird way for you to know who this is, but this person knows like how to manipulate. They could have been a player a little bit at some point in their life. I don't feel like they're taking this energy on right now. They just have the ability to do that, where they know how to make people feel a certain way. Like, they can alter this person's mind. Like, whoever they're dealing with, they can kind of like mess with their heads a little bit or make them see things one way when it's really another way. It feels very, it's like a shadowy aspect, but they're not doing this to you. And even, like I said, even if they did try to do this, they wouldn't be able to get away with it because you have such like a inkling, like you would know if they're lying. You would know if they're trying to manipulate you. But I feel like this connection is very genuine, and this person's bringing through a lot of light, a lot of positive energy, and you're very receptive towards this. And I like how it's receptive. Like, you want to give to this person, like, you might be giving them things that are making them happy, like high vibrational almost, if that makes any sense. Like, they get positivity from you, and they want to act. They want to act, and they want to interact with you. There's something about your aura right now that's very comfortable for them. It makes them feel like they're home, and it's putting them in a good mood. So that's beautiful. Yeah, they want to like work with you here. You could work with this person, or you could already be friends with this person. You might meet this person through a friend of a friend. Because usually this is like a collaboration card, so whatever you're collaborating in, this is how this person could probably come through. Like, this person wants to get to know you, which is a really good thing. But I want to pull a little bit more on your energy really quick. Hold on. Wow. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. OMG. That's a lot of air energy. A lot of avoidance air energy, if I might add. I don't know. Everyone always says this is like the divorced like couple, but I don't really think so. I think these two just have like they got a special bond, but they have like a falling out. So you could be at a disagreement with, like, you could already know this person and haven't like communicated. This is a very stubborn energy right here. Like, I don't know. But with the Queen of Swords, she seeks truth, right? She seeks truth. She gathers up all the information, and then she goes over to her king and tells him all the information, and he's the one that has to act it out, okay? He's the one that has to make the final call, the final decision. So there's some kind of conversation, but it is kind of funny that, I don't know, it feels very, like, avoidant here. Let me get some cards with that. Yeah, and the High Priestess, she can be a little silent as well. So there might be some silence going on here, but again, this love begins like this is, yeah, hold on. Because this person wants to act, and you make them feel good, but there's a receptiveness here, okay? And always funny with the King and Queen of Swords, they're in their air element, okay? And they can just communicate without having to communicate, okay? They could just use their eyes. They got like one of those like telepathic, you know, a telepathic connection here, where they don't even have to use their words to communicate. Everyone thinks that like, that's what I'm saying. It's something weird that only you and this person would know about. And she's looking directly at him. Hold on. There's gonna be some kind of important conversation, but like the feeling is there. You have the Ace of Cups twice. Love begins, Ace of Cups. There's an opening up of the heart chakra. Like, you know when they say like you don't know what goes on behind closed doors? So this is how people, like exterior people, can see you guys as well. Like, maybe you guys don't even really communicate when you're in the same room. You guys can just, like, feel each other out or just sit next to each other and be in your own world. That is very air energy anyways. Air signs always do that. They always, like, gravitate towards each other and just, like, sit there, listen to music and, like, that kind of shit. They don't even have to communicate. It's all telepathic, baby. But this person wants to act and move, and there's something. It's like the Justice cards. We have Libra energy coming through. Being able to see both sides of a situation. This could be a conversation taking place where it's like, okay, oh, that does make sense too. You know, like this could be a conversation taking place. Like, okay, this is my point of view. This is the things that I've experienced. And then this is someone else's side of the, you know, story. This is someone else's perspective. Because look how they're talking and they're getting an understanding for both sides of the perspective. But it's coming out very truthful, very logical, okay? But also with these Ace of Cups being here, this could be talking about emotions, about emotional experiences. And if you know this person, it's like your own, you and this person's emotions and the way that you view the situation from both perspectives. So you can get an understanding and balance it out. So there's a compromise here. That there's like an opening up because there's some kind of love that is shining through here, like this vulnerability, this open heart space. It's almost like a warming up energy and wanting to move forward and being very giving and yet very receiving. So I like it. It feels good. I don't know if this is making sense, but yeah, someone's coming out of hibernation, and here it is with the intuitive. Very, like, it's very silent, cold energy. But it's not. Like, I feel like if anyone else looked at you and another person, they would not expect that all this crap is going on, like, beneath the surface. Definite psychic connection going on here. Like a whole different wavelength. Someone's coming out of hibernation. You might not have spoken to this person in a long time, but someone intuitively knows, like, you are coming, or you intuitively know someone else is approaching. And you are having this conversation about how you feel versus how they feel and coming to some kind of compromise and being very open and vulnerable about that conversation, being very truthful and honest and laying everything all out on the table and exposing yourself in a good way to create a Two of Cups, Ace of Cups kind of vibe. This is becoming closer, deepening a bond. And you and this person have some kind of a soul contract. So it almost looks like in a whole is that you and another person could have met or you guys came into one another's life to kind of teach each other how to become more vulnerable and more expressive and open with what it is you're feeling. Also, your mind versus your heart, your emotions versus your head. You could get stuck really easily in one or another and try to analyze your emotions, talk yourself out of the way you're feeling. It's very air but also water energy, and there's a hint of magic around it. So I feel like this person's going to be very blunt with you, which is a good thing. You might not have ever had that from them. And you're just going to be open and receptive. And you can almost transmute any energy you like. You'll know if this person's lying to you. I love it. I'm actually going to cut it off there, so let me know if it resonates. All right, I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye.